About the Caseverse. The Caseverse is your space to explore real-world business events, decode disruptions, and uncover timeless management insights. Our mission: build critical thinking, scenario analysis, strategic perspective, and sound decision-making, the foundations of leadership excellence. Each video presents a case from current business reality, distilled into clear narratives and linked to proven management frameworks. Whether you're a student, teacher, manager, entrepreneur, or thought leader, the Caseverse helps you analyze, reflect, and stay ahead with actionable insights. Here, business is not just studied, it's experienced, questioned, and reimagined. Join our community where every case holds a verse, and every verse shapes the future of business. Massey Ferguson and TAFE, the end of a 28-year partnership. Courses for discussion: MBA Strategy, International Business, Strategic Alliances. Target audience. The case has been designed for audience encompassing MBA students, management scholars, strategy enthusiasts, international business management enthusiasts, entrepreneurs, business leaders, strategic thinkers, teachers, and researchers in business management. Case domains. This case encompasses the domain business strategy. Theoretical lens framework applied. This case leverages Alliance Life Cycle Model. Learning goals. By the end of this session, students should be able to understand the stages of the Alliance Life Cycle Model and how real-world partnerships move through them. Analyze why even long-standing alliances fail despite early successes. Examine governance, strategic alignment, and operational challenges in cross-border joint ventures. Explore implications of abrupt alliance termination for brand management, customer trust, and competitive positioning. For a free copy of teaching note for this case, mail at thecaseverse1@gmail.com. Beginnings of a shared vision. In 1960, amidst India's burgeoning agricultural sector and the government's push for the Green Revolution, Massey Ferguson, a renowned global tractor manufacturer, sought a local partner to penetrate the Indian market. The Amalgamations Group, a prominent Chennai-based conglomerate with a strong foothold in the automotive and industrial sectors, emerged as a suitable ally. Their existing infrastructure and experience in manufacturing provided a solid foundation for such a partnership. The collaboration began with the establishment of a joint venture, where the Amalgamations Group took over the operations of Massey Ferguson India, previously managed by Standard Motor Products of India Limited in Bangalore. This strategic move facilitated the relocation of operations to Chennai, optimizing production capabilities and aligning with the government's industrial policies favoring local manufacturing. Initially, the partnership focused on assembling tractors with a significant degree of indigenous content. Within 2 years, the local manufacturing content increased from 50% to 85%, showcasing the commitment to self-reliance and cost-effectiveness. This shift not only catered to the domestic market's demand for affordable and reliable agricultural machinery, but also positioned the joint venture as a key player in the region. The collaboration was formalized through a series of agreements, including a joint venture agreement in 1960, a trademark users agreement in 1978, and a trademark registered user agreement in 1994. These agreements outline the terms of brand usage, manufacturing rights, and distribution channels, ensuring a structured and mutually beneficial relationship between the two entities. Over the decades, the partnership flourished, with TAFE leveraging the Massey Ferguson brand's global recognition to enhance its market presence. The joint venture's success was evident in the increasing adoption of Massey Ferguson tractors across India and neighboring countries, solidifying the brand's reputation for quality and innovation in the agricultural sector. This shared vision laid the groundwork for a long-standing and fruitful collaboration, demonstrating how strategic partnerships can drive growth and innovation in emerging markets. However, as the landscape evolved, so did the dynamics of this alliance, leading to new challenges and transformations in the years to come. Years of growth and collaboration. Following the establishment of their joint venture in 1960, Massey Ferguson and TAFE embarked on a journey of mutual growth and collaboration. The partnership was initially marked by a shared commitment to enhancing India's agricultural landscape through the introduction of advanced farming equipment. In the early years, the collaboration focused on assembling Massey Ferguson tractors locally. This approach not only catered to the domestic market's demand for affordable and reliable agricultural machinery but also aligned with the Indian government's policies promoting indigenous manufacturing. Within 2 years, the local manufacturing content increased from 50% to 85%, showcasing the commitment to self-reliance and cost-effectiveness. As the partnership progressed, both companies recognized the importance of innovation and adaptation to meet the evolving needs of Indian farmers. In 1974, they entered into a trademark agreement, granting TAFE the exclusive right to use the Massey Ferguson brand name for its tractor operations in India. This agreement was later expanded in 1994, further solidifying their long-term collaboration. The joint venture's success was evident in the increasing adoption of Massey Ferguson tractors across India and neighboring countries. TAFE leveraged the global recognition of the Massey Ferguson brand to enhance its market presence. The collaboration also facilitated knowledge transfer, with TAFE gaining access to Massey Ferguson's advanced technology and manufacturing practices. Over the decades, the partnership flourished, with both companies working closely to address the challenges and opportunities in the agricultural sector. Their combined efforts contributed significantly to the modernization of Indian agriculture, making mechanized farming more accessible to a broader segment of the farming community. However, as the landscape evolved, so did the dynamics of this alliance. The shared vision that once united them began to face new challenges, setting the stage for the next phase in their partnership. As the partnership between Massey Ferguson and TAFE progressed, the dynamics began to shift, influenced by various internal and external factors. While the alliance had been mutually beneficial for decades, underlying tensions started to surface, particularly concerning governance, operational performance, and strategic direction. In 2012, TAFE became AGCO's single largest shareholder, acquiring a 16.3% stake in the company. This move not only solidified TAFE's position within AGCO but also increased its influence over the company's strategic decisions. However, this significant shareholding also introduced complexities in the governance structure, as TAFE's interests sometimes aligned differently from AGCO's global strategies. By 2024, these governance tensions became more pronounced. TAFE raised concerns about AGCO's decision-making processes and the company's direction in the evolving agricultural machinery market. In response, TAFE initiated legal proceedings, challenging AGCO's actions and seeking changes in the board's composition to better reflect its substantial stake and interests. Operationally, AGCO cited inappropriate and unauthorized actions by TAFE as breaches of their agreements. These allegations included issues related to brand usage, distribution practices, and adherence to agreed-upon standards. TAFE, on the other hand, contended that AGCO had failed to enforce quality control measures and had not actively supervised the use of the Massey Ferguson brand in India. TAFE argued that it had independently developed over 500 Massey Ferguson models, secured multiple patents, and built the entire reputation of the brand in India without significant oversight from AGCO. The culmination of these tensions led to AGCO's decision to terminate several agreements with TAFE in September 2024, including the license agreement for the Massey Ferguson brand in India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Bhutan. AGCO's statement attributed this decision to breaches of various agreements by TAFE. In contrast, TAFE viewed the termination as abrupt and unjustified, leading to legal actions to assert its rights and seek redress. This period marked a significant turning point in the partnership, highlighting the complexities of long-term alliances and the challenges of aligning governance structures, operational practices, and strategic objectives between partners. In September 2024, AGCO Corporation, the parent company of Massey Ferguson, initiated a decisive move to sever its long-standing partnership with TAFE. The company delivered termination notices to TAFE, effectively ending several key agreements, including the Massey Ferguson brand license, distributor agreements, and intellectual property licenses for multiple South Asian markets. ACO cited inappropriate and unauthorized actions by TAFE as the primary reasons for these terminations, alleging breaches of various agreements. TAFE responded swiftly, filing a civil suit before the Hobieli Madras High Court challenging ACO's actions and seeking a declaration of its exclusive ownership of the Massey Ferguson brand in India. The court granted TAFE an interim injunction, maintaining the status quo and preventing ACO from interfering with TAFE's use of the brand pending the resolution of the dispute. Despite the legal proceedings, ACO proceeded with its termination of agreements, asserting that TAFE's actions had undermined the integrity of their partnership. This move marked a significant escalation in the dispute, signaling the unraveling of a relationship that had spanned over 6 decades. The termination of the partnership had immediate and far-reaching implications. TAFE was prohibited from using the Massey Ferguson brand in India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Bhutan. This restriction affected TAFE's extensive dealer network and customer base, disrupting operations and casting uncertainty over the future of the brand in these regions. In response to the termination, TAFE sought to assert its rights and protect its interests. The company initiated legal actions to challenge ACO's decisions and to seek compensation for damages incurred due to the abrupt termination of agreements. TAFE also emphasized its significant investment in developing the Massey Ferguson brand in India and its role in establishing the brand's presence in the region. The culmination of these events underscored the complexities and challenges inherent in long-term business partnerships. What began as a collaborative effort to introduce advanced agricultural machinery to India had evolved into a contentious legal battle, highlighting the critical importance of clear agreements, mutual trust, and aligned strategic objectives in sustaining successful partnerships. The dissolution of the 28-year partnership between Massey Ferguson and TAFE was precipitated by a confluence of strategic misalignments, governance disputes, and operational disagreements that had been simmering for several years. In April 2024, ACO Corporation, the parent company of Massey Ferguson, initiated the termination of its commercial agreements with TAFE. The company cited TAFE's continued poor operational performance as a supplier, brand licensee, and distributor, as well as a continued lack of focus on ACO customers in several key markets as the primary reasons for this decision. These concerns were compounded by TAFE's inappropriate and unauthorized actions that ACO believed breached various agreements. TAFE, on the other hand, contended that ACO's actions were unjustified and detrimental to the long-standing relationship between the two companies. The Indian firm argued that it had invested significantly in developing the Massey Ferguson brand in India and that ACO's decision to terminate the agreements was abrupt and lacked proper consultation. This divergence in perspectives led to a legal confrontation, with TAFE filing a civil suit before the Madras High Court challenging ACO's actions and seeking a declaration of its exclusive ownership of the Massey Ferguson brand in India. The court granted TAFE an interim injunction, maintaining the status quo and preventing ACO from interfering with TAFE's use of the brand pending the resolution of the dispute. The termination of the partnership had immediate and far-reaching implications. TAFE was prohibited from using the Massey Ferguson brand in India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Bhutan. This restriction affected TAFE's extensive dealer network and customer base, disrupting operations and casting uncertainty over the future of the brand in these regions. In response to the termination, TAFE sought to assert its rights and protect its interests. The company initiated legal actions to challenge ACO's decisions and to seek compensation for damages incurred due to the abrupt termination of agreements. TAFE also emphasized its significant investment in developing the Massey Ferguson brand in India and its role in establishing the brand's presence in the region. The culmination of these events underscored the complexities and challenges inherent in long-term business partnerships. What began as a collaborative effort to introduce advanced agricultural machinery to India had evolved into a contentious legal battle, highlighting the critical importance of clear agreements, mutual trust, and aligned strategic objectives in sustaining successful partnerships. The 28-year partnership between Massey Ferguson and TAFE offers rich insights into the dynamics, opportunities, and vulnerabilities of long-term business alliances. One of the most evident lessons is the importance of strategic alignment and mutual trust. In the early years, both companies shared a common vision, introducing reliable, affordable, and technologically advanced tractors to Indian farmers. This shared purpose, combined with complementary resources, Massey Ferguson's global brand and technological expertise, and TAFE's deep local knowledge and distribution network, enabled the alliance to thrive for decades. However, as both partners evolved, so did their priorities. TAFE grew from being a regional manufacturer to becoming the world's second-largest tractor producer, while AGCO sought to consolidate brand control and ensure uniformity across global markets. The misalignment of strategic objectives underscores how alliances that begin with strong complementarities can face tension when partners' growth trajectories and ambitions diverge. The case also highlights the role of governance and contractual clarity in sustaining long-term collaborations. TAFE's acquisition of a 16.3% stake in AGCO increased its influence, but simultaneously led to conflicts over board representation, decision-making, and control of brand use. The eventual breakdown demonstrates that even well-structured agreements can be insufficient if mechanisms for conflict resolution and evolving governance are weak or underutilized. Operational performance and accountability are equally critical. AGCO cited unauthorized actions and lapses in adherence to agreements as key reasons for termination, while TAFE maintained that it had independently built the brand's reputation in India. This reflects how discrepancies in expectations and performance assessments can erode trust over time, particularly in complex cross-border alliances. Lastly, the partnership illustrates that termination, though disruptive, can sometimes be a strategic necessity. For AGCO, ending the association was aimed at protecting its global brand and enforcing compliance with its standards. For TAFE, the breakup created an opportunity to assert greater independence and leverage its domestic and international capabilities to build its own brand identity. Overall, the Massey Ferguson TAFE experience demonstrates that alliances are dynamic, evolving relationships. Their success depends not just on initial complementarities, but on continuous alignment of strategic objectives, clear governance mechanisms, and proactive management of emerging conflicts. Even the longest, most celebrated partnerships are not immune to challenges arising from market evolution, growth ambitions, and organizational shifts, offering enduring lessons for managers navigating the complexities of global alliances. About the case author. Dr. KBS Kumar is an award-winning management author and educator with over 100 published case studies across business domains and more than 20 international accolades in case writing. A seasoned trainer and mentor, he has guided corporate leaders, academics, and students in mastering case writing and case-based learning, blending academic rigor with practical insights. Through the Caseverse, Dr. Kumar transforms real-world business events into engaging case studies, powerful resources for classrooms, corporate training, managerial development, and strategic thinking. Passionate about nurturing critical and analytical skills, his work bridges theory and practice, offering timeless lessons for navigating today's complex business world.